Hey there, everyone. This is Cameron from Renegade Animation. We did a small 10-minute interview with the two creators slash producers of The Ghost and Molly McGee, Bill Motz and Bob Roth. We hope you enjoy this mini episode, and we will catch you all later with the next major episode. My question for y'all is, the show is a laugh riot. It has some amazing comedy. Well, it's well crafted. I love the credit union joke. I think that's probably one of the funniest, along with the scooter going backwards because it's so slow.
Yeah.
And so, what were the guidelines or rules when crafting the show? Were there any rules of they can do this, this, and that, but not here, or
Bill and I are very much against rules. It's not to say they're not there, but we don't like to lay them out for our team. We like to say, everybody go crazy. Let's see what we can do. Clearly, there's some things we're just not going to do because we're a Disney show, but let's push as far as we can, make it as wacky and as crazy as we can. And there are things that if you had told me when we started, well, you're going to do a joke about credit unions, for instance, I would say, nah, we're not doing that. But we did, and it's fantastic, and we love the way that our team, just keeps plussing all along, all up and down the pipeline, the production pipeline. Everybody's adding little gags here and there, and it makes for the joyous show you guys get to see. And our writers got sick of hearing me say it, but my mantra would always be: we can do anything as long as we make it funny. If we can find a funny way into it, we can touch any topic under the sun. So that was sort of our marching orders to ourselves and to our team.
Nice.
How did that go into crafting what the plots and the stories were about for the show? Because it's very episodic with a few moments of building into the ghost world,
sure,
universe and such. How did it go into okay, this makes sense for the Ghost and Molly McGee to okay, this doesn't make sense, let's retool that or what have you. And
right, those are judgment calls. I think a lot of it is we had some general things we definitely wanted to touch on. And then there were other story points that just kind of came organically out of the writer's room, or, we even came from some of the artists. Mm-hmm. And we would just sort of see if it really fit what we thought the tone of the show is, or the sense of comedy, but also the sense of purpose and, the hope of the show. So it had to fit in those parameters. And we also had a no cynicism sort of, that was a rule, essentially. Yeah. We don't get into cynicism. There's always a bit of hope.
I like that because it is a very hopeful show, and season 1 ends well, and can't wait for people to see how season 2 starts.
So I want to get to know you guys more as just people first, beyond the creation.
Sure. That's a horrible choice.
Yeah. Not too late to turn around, Mike. It's not too late.
I noticed a lot of the sense of humor of this show reminds me of a lot of the shows that Cameron and I grew up with in the 90s, like Tiny Toons, Animaniacs, Freakazoid. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of curious, what were your sort of cartoon heroes from when you guys were growing up?
Well, Bugs Bunny for me, certain. I mean, the classic Warner Brothers cartoons. And I think Bugs Bunny himself is such, a funny character, and that he'll leave you alone unless you don't leave him alone. Then he comes at you. And I think that was just such a funny dynamic, and the kind of lengths that Bugs Bunny would go to just always cracked me up.
For me, it's Daffy Duck in the Chuck Jones era of Daffy Duck, the Duck Amuck Daffy Duck, right?
Right.
I think you see some traces of Scratch in there, right? He's aggrieved, he's full of himself, he's got an ego, and doesn't understand why the world isn't bowing to him. That's the Daffy Duck I love.
Yeah. Yes.
I see a lot of Daffy in Scratch.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, the other question I had, because my brother and I are both big Tally Hall fans, I have to ask, what did it take to convince Rob Cantor to join the production?
So, almost nothing. Our fellow executive producer, Steve Loader, who's an old friend of ours, just turns out to be an old friend of Rob. He was a fan of Tally Hall. He directed some music videos for them. And when we were, developing the show and talking about the musical element of it, he was like, I got a friend who can do this for us, who will be great at this. And we were like, oh, who is he? And he was like, you ever seen the Cannibal Shia LaBeouf? And we're like,
yeah.
And we love it. you can get that guy for us? And he's like, yeah, I got him on speed dial. And, it was a quick conversation. And as soon as we met Rob, the three of us like bonded as if we're, brothers who'd been separated for lives. And then it was magic after that. So Rob is an amazing, super versatile, super kind person.
Favorite memory, though, of producing season 1 was Ashley figuring out wait, Rob's doing the music? Oh my gosh, she's a huge Tally Hall fan and was just so nervous to sing for him the first time.
We had to say, Ashley, not only is Rob writing music for the show, he's writing music for you. No pressure. Just go out there and sing.
That's got to be a dream come true to sing for one of your idols.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So I love the visual look of the show. I love how the ghosts have this kind of blobbish look. I love the sunken in eyes. What went into crafting the visual look of the show?
So
go ahead, Bob. Yeah.
Again, hats off to our fellow EP Steve, his brother John Loader, who does all sorts of great pop culture artwork. If you ever go to Comic-Con, he's got a huge booth there where he sells his t-shirts. Super cool stuff. Before Steve was even on the show, we went to John and said, John, we want you to design the ghost for the show. And he was the one who came up with those sunken eyes. And, I think on April 1st, I'm going to dig up the old drawing of Scratch and post it on Twitter. Because his first take of Scratch was really close. Like, you can see the Scratch who came out in the end product. He's there right from the get-go. And that's sort of like him nailing Scratch so early on kind of set the template for everything else that sort of followed.
Molly, on the other hand, was a journey.
Molly went through
iteration after iteration and multiple people contributing ideas and designs. And then finally, our character designer, Justin, pulled it kind of all together. And there are little elements, I don't know if you've noticed, but next to Molly's ponytail are these hairs that sort of go out. And those hairs mirror the lines under Scratch's eyes. So there's little sort of elements that they
little visual elements to let you know these two are a pair. These two are locked together, even if they don't realize it.
Yeah. So just fun things like that.
One final question, though. What do you all have against birds? Almost every single episode, there's a dead bird. And it's like, did they go to the bathroom on your car on that work day? And it's like, okay, dead bird in this episode.
Everybody's had the birds taking a dump on their car. We've all had that. So there's that. We've all had the moment of like, hey, it's Sunday. I'm going to sleep in really late, except for this bird who's sitting outside tweeting away. But it was Megan Fisher, one of our board artists, who very early on killed a bird in her storyboard.
It was that first gag where from the camp sign, the letter drops down and kills the bird.
And that just bust up everybody, and the whole crew embraced it. And it just sort of, this is like we were saying, like, the entire crew adds to the comedy of things. That just became the runner that the crew grabbed onto. And I will say, birds are going to have a little bit of revenge in season 2. Just a little bit.
Definitely looking forward to that.
They're gonna have a moment where they take back a pound of flesh.
I can't wait to see that. Well, thank you all for answering our questions.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you guys. Real pleasure.
Thank you very much. Can't wait for everyone to see season 2.
Oh yeah. Definitely have a lot to look
forward
to
there. April 1st, Disney Channel. April 2nd, 5 episodes on Disney Plus. Don't miss them.
We won't.
And we also just learned if you don't have Disney Channel or Disney Plus, April 1st, YouTube as well.
Nice.
Oh man,
on YouTube. So no excuses. Everybody's got YouTube.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for answering.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Our pleasure.